A game of infinite possibilities? Where do I start? In 2024, you can't not know the basics of Minecraft, so we will start with some secrets. And don't tell anyone I said this stuff, like seriously. After you get some wood and cobblestone, it's time to spice things up. And don't even build a house because now you just restricted yourself from exploring the depths of this beautiful world. Others may say that you won't have a spawn point without a bed, although the simplest solution is to just not die. Therefore, for you beginners, just do it anyway because the learning experience is just going to come with it. And I feel like 80% of the people watching have been playing the game their entire lives, so that's fun. I'm trying to get the point across that you should feel the whole world first and scout the surrounding areas. And if you've noticed other YouTubers, they actually start their construction later in the gameplay. You may be under the impression that creativity is all that Minecraft is, but throw that mindset out of the window. Your survival is more important for the first half of the game. This leads to the question, when is the right time to make a house? Arguably, when you're able to fight 5 skeletons without dying, that's my checkpoint. And at that point, you can open your creative mind, since now physically you're sound and you won't die. Meanwhile, you may be inspired by all those cool castles people create on social media, but listen, nobody has time for that, just gotta be honest. They don't go outside and they probably live in their parents' basement. Sorry, but that was a bit harsh. But do you get what I mean? A nice 2-story modern home is about as necessary as it's gonna get, unless you're 400 days into your world and have nothing else to do, so you're gonna create a sky base. So I guess in that aspect I don't blame you. Now that I've shared my secret, it's time for the unspoken rules. Generally when you're making a home, it's actually very easy to lose track of it. Therefore, a couple of tips for making it noticeable are actually making a big dirt tower, because I mean you don't just see dirt towers out of nowhere, so consequently you should recognize that that's your house. Or you can just copy corners into a piece of paper, or you can use a compass, and this actually points you towards your spawn, which would be your bed if you have one. And if you're a normal person, your bed is in your house. Unlike me, my house is in a tree, because I'm just like that. Everyone knows farming is important, right? No need for the massive redstone farm though, like seriously. The question is always, what's the best crop or crops? And this is my honest opinion, so feel free to comment down below. Potatoes are easily the best. They multiply fairly quickly, and just like bread, they're easy to get. Now, downside is the fact that you have to cook them, but unlike steak, they're just so reliable. Not saying that steak isn't reliable, but you get what I mean. With steak, you have to go get a cow farm or go hunting. Meanwhile, in the other departments are sugarcane and kelp. Sugarcane helps to make books, which are then used to make bookshelves, which are then used for enchantment tables. And on the other hand, kelp is used to make kelp blocks. Fortunately, kelp blocks are actually another source of fuel besides coal, and coal is pretty common in caves, so just get that instead. Kelp is arguably a longer lasting fuel source, so just do the math if you don't already want to do that, if that made no sense. Remember when I said exploring is key? Well, you may run into some problems of collecting too much stuff, whether it's to enhance the aesthetic of your house or because it just looks cool. I mean, you don't really need anything. 90% of Minecraft you don't really need, so I mean, I've been there, done that, I know, I have experience. So if you don't need it in the future and you just don't want it, then don't get it. But if you want it, still don't get it. Like these blue flowers that you could use for dye, like carpets, forget it, you don't need that. A shovel, honestly, you don't need that either. But this is about it for today. I have part 2 lined up for another date, but if you guys want that, make sure to like and subscribe, and bye.